Okay, another thing that the Quran seems to be saying over and over and over again that I really agree with is that it's this idea that, like, it is written, like, I believe in the Torah and the Bible that, like, there will be prophets and messengers of God, and you should listen to them and believe them and not follow with the disbelievers. Like, there was a whole point of those, that was like the whole point of the Bible, is that there was a group of people that did not believe in Jesus as the messenger or Jesus as the Son of God, and they were the disbelievers. And they were, like, it was said that they would be punished to hell. And something before I even picked up the Quran and knew really much about Islam, something that I was, like, so confused about was, like, Jewish people make sense to me because they stop with the prophet Moses, and they're like, no more prophets after this. And I'm like, okay, in my brain, I'm like, okay, I guess I can understand how you would, there's one prophet and then no more after that. Christians, they believe in, Moses and Jesus, and I guess there's other prophets in between that I did not even realize. But I was like, you believe in Moses and Jesus, but you draw the line at Jesus and you don't believe in Muhammad. That to me didn't make sense, because I was like, if you're believing in additional prophets, into my brain you would believe in Allah, or in Muhammad, which they make that point in the Quran a lot of, like, why would you believe in Jesus and stop your belief with Muhammad? You are now the disbelievers that you were talking about, which to me makes perfect sense. Another thing that they clarify and make very evidently clear in the Quran that I think the Christians should hear, because I think a lot of Christians are confused. Because I remember I grew up Christian until I was like 10 years old. And I remember raising my hand at church one time and asking, like, so is Jesus God, or is Jesus the Son of God and he's not God? Like, is Jesus God or is he not God? And they literally could not answer my question. I kept getting both answers, that Jesus is God, that Jesus is not God, that God is God. In the Quran, they keep mentioning that Jesus is not the Son of God and he is not God, that he is a messenger of God. And that a fault that they have with Christians is that Christians prescribe godliness to Jesus, and that Jesus is a God. But they say that Jesus is human, and to be human is to sin. And to attribute God to Jesus, you are attributing sin to God, and God does not sin. And honestly, that makes perfect sense to me. Because people say that Jesus was free of sin and Jesus died for all of our sins, but if Jesus was human, Jesus probably did sin. Makes sense to me. I don't know. That's just something that it seems to be revealed or reiterated in multiple verses amongst multiple chapters. And I honestly felt the same way before I read this, so honestly, clarified it all up for me.